Hi, I'm Mike from Michael's Motor Cars, located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and this morning I have a fun car I'd like to bring a trailer. Come on over and take a look at it. This car is a 1978 Datsun 280Z. It is special in that it is the Black Pearl edition, so it is one of only 1,500 cars that were produced in this form. So it's a relatively rare car. It is going to be a no reserve auction. We also are showing it as being a project car auction. The reason is the car needs a transmission. It has an automatic transmission, which it received from the factory. However, it is slipping significantly in first gear when it starts. And if you watch my driving video, we absolutely show the problem with the car. I don't know if it's the torque converter or the transmission, but it clearly needs a transmission rebuild or replaced, and the reason we're doing the car as a no reserve project, it'd be a fun car to switch over to a manual transmission car, which would be very easy to do if you have a donor car. So we like to occasionally bring cars to bring a trailer that are in the true bring a trailer spirit, that somebody can get into a car at an affordable level and have fun with it. So want to be very clear, needs a transmission or torque converter or replacement transmission. That's what's wrong with the car. Getting past that, it's actually a pretty cool car. It was repainted a couple of years ago. Luckily, they retained the original Black Pearl scheme. It's a metallic paint. It's black paint with metallic in it. It has all of the original, the headlight covers here, which are cool. All of this striping is part of the Black Pearl original kit on the car, which is how it came from the factory. And these are clear coated over and painted. So these are not just stripes. These are seriously in there. It also has the original Black Pearl alloy wheels, which are in excellent shape, all four of them. They have the red stripe here. There's no curbing on them. They're really in nice shape. This car, when it was new, was sold in California. It then moved to Tennessee for a while, and then it found its way to Pennsylvania. We purchased it from a guy in Pennsylvania who had had the car for a couple of years. So it is a very solid, nicely cared for driver quality car. The overall finish is nice. It's not Concours, but it's really nice. The other thing we have cosmetically, it's hard to photograph this, but on the windshield, it has a number of small marks or chips right around here. It does not affect the inspectability of the car, but it's probably should have a windshield replaced. So that's something. The interior of the car is largely original. There is a little repair that was done there in the driver's seat cushion. I think that could be improved upon quite a bit. It does have a dash cap over the dash, but it's pretty nicely done. It fits well and looks good. Over here, the door cards are nice on both sides. It is missing the clip that holds this piece in here, and on the other side, it's missing this piece. So there's a few odds and ends on the interior that would really clean the car up a little bit. But overall, it's very presentable. The carpeting is nice, the seats are nice. Overall, it's pretty good. Here on the interior of the car, and it was difficult to photograph this, but right around here on the inside, it's missing the one interior piece, which is a plastic snap-in piece. Only on this side, it's just black, so that should be relatively easy to obtain. Going to the rear of the car, the lenses in the back and the front are all in excellent condition. This plastic fascia is beautiful, very nice, very clean. The bumper's in nice condition. Trunk area, nice to see the gas struts are working properly, holds it up. Carpeting is nice back here. It does have the space saver spare underneath here. But if you look at this, all of this is nice around the shock towers. So overall, it's a nice interior. With a little bit of work, it could really be cleaned up. You would be, if you go to a manual transmission, of course, you'd be changing out where the shifter lever is. All of the emblems and everything are in great condition on the car, really quite nice. And it has, this I think was part of the Black Pearl also. Coming along this side, same thing, it's nice and straight. There really are no significant dents, dings, or scratches. I mean, it really does present itself quite nicely. Same thing on this side. The door card is nice. It's missing this piece right here, this cover piece that goes there. But all that stuff is really pretty available because it's just a 280Z, although it's a special edition of one. When we received the car, it looked like this on the top, which was great. On the bottom underneath, which was common on some of these cars, it had some rust in the passenger side floor, in the flat section. It was a very poor repair job. So we sent it to our body shop and they did a professional repair under the floor. We have pictures of that in our gallery of pictures of the chassis. New metal was welded in, undercoated and painted, and it's structurally very strong, done well. It's very dry underneath, which is typical for an Asian car. The engine runs beautifully, which also is very typical for these really strong motors in these cars, reliable, smooth, nice straight six. The air conditioning is working, clutch is working, and it blows cold. So it actually is a drivable, usable car. We also did a safety inspection on it, so it did pass. So the brakes and all that are serviceable, usable the way they are. However, keep in mind it needs the transmission work. So the transmission is slipping badly in first when it initially starts off. So this will be a really fun auction. You have the opportunity to get a rare, unique, one of 1,500 Black Pearl Edition 280Z. I think it will sell at a very good price for someone to pick it up. It's no reserve, so it's going to sell. We are selling the car with a clean Pennsylvania title, and it will be ready to go. So please ask us any questions you have. We'll be happy to answer them. And this will be a fun auction. So good luck to all the bidders. Thanks for looking at our car.